At the 1600, they're virtually jumping out of the gates onto a turn. The starter goes across to the ladder. They're all in. Stand by for a start. They're off at the first attempt. Net Zero from the inside, the first of them to leave. Also away quickly here is Hold Out with early pace, driving forward. The favourite now going up now to look for the front soon after the start. Wonderfully Made. Willpower around the outside goes up to try and put a bit of pressure on early, but she's travelling keenly against Pike is the favourite. Wonderfully Made. My Zoom strode to third. Back in behind those two, Ants Pants Baby. Over on the inside next of all is Hot Nova as they work down the back straight. Then Toby and stranded a little wide after they'd got going. Then followed further back in the field Hot Like Chili in the middle. Over on the outside Whiskers Harbour. Bondi Sun in the back half of the field. Back there as well Mr. Bling as they race to the far corner. Bella Violetta and the tail ender Nana up. At the 800 now they've left the back. Out onto the side they go and the odds on favourite Wonderfully Made. The $1.55 elect shows the way. Wonderfully Made, this daughter of Playing God by a length. Willpower, My Zoom 3 deep down on the inside, travelling fourth. Net Zero, a length and a half. Hold Out, who's off the bridle under enormous pressure. Starting to slide around them is Ants Pants Baby. Getting right up on the inside is Hot Nova. At the top of the home straight at the 350. Pike sitting there as quietly as a church mouse, a length and a half clear. Here on the favourite, Wonderfully Made. On the outside, Extra Zero getting right up on the rails now is Hot Nova. But Wonderfully Made as he now gives her a little whistle and she responds to the wizard, kicks away and puts the race to bed in the twinkling of an eye. Coming away, and that's winner number 4 this afternoon for W. Pike. Wonderfully Made, coasted home at the end. Scored from Hot Nova. In behind them, Extra Zero is there. Might have clinched third from Whiskers Harbour, Bella Violetta. Hot Like Chili, Bondi Sun, Ants Pants Baby, followed by Willpower. Then further back behind them, Mr. Bling, Toby and My Zoom. Nana up well back in the field, Bella Violetta. And dropping right out, beaten before the home corner, was Hold Out. Number 4, Wonderfully Made. He sat there, and he just gave her a little tune up, and she pricked her ears on the command of the wizard and put the race away in about 3 strides. Winning very easily from 14 Hot Nova, 1 Net Zero, 2 Whiskers Harbour. 4:14, 1 and 2 are the numbers. And so W. Pike has just punched home his 4th winner from 5 races this afternoon on this daughter of Playing God. Out of Precious Cargo, she sports the China Horse Club racing colours, the distinctive red and yellow stars, trained by Dan Morton. He gave her a little liven up, really didn't have to do too much, and then she just extended. Lovely way to progress back at Ascot when getting over those longer journeys. She found herself in front. She was able to settle okay. She was a little revvy early on in the race, but then came back underneath of Willie. And then she got into a lovely flow into the straight. She had that rhythm, and when she kicked away, she disposed of average opposition this afternoon. She beat them as many expected that she would certainly do. And she won by 4.5 lengths. Untouched. 1:38.37, 35.80 is the 600 sectional. Margin second and third, a length and a half. It's 4:14, 1 and 2. So the domination of the favourites continues on here at Belmont Park, going into race 6, 2200. The share bets with Tab Touch, Bet Loop Handicap, 5 Irate You, 13 Tony's Spirit. The scratchings, Matty Derrick rides 18 Salary Man in the next, attracting a big field. As we head back to Lockie down in the yard, and well, he just decided that he'd give the winners circle a bye for one race, and he is back there immediately on this lovely progressive filly.
Thanks, Darren. That is a win of the day from Wonderfully Made, as winning trainer Dan Morton joins me now. Dan, we haven't seen her out in front before. Was that the plan going into this event, to ride her like the best horse in the race?
It wasn't the plan, but Willie he did think that he might end up there by default sort of thing. So he said, if we do, I'll just try and get it all on his terms. But I thought she probably only just settled enough to be fair, but yeah, she was just too good in the end.
Speaking of settling, that's going to be important because, as you said after her last start win to me, she is on an Oaks path.
Yeah, that's the plan, hopefully. So, yeah, it's important just to get them to relax and get the distance. So she's got all the other attributes. If we can teach her to stay, she'll be good.
Do you continue to go through this route behind the scenes and not the main lead-up races, or does she now go to an Ascot 1,000 Guineas?
Yeah, correct. She'll join into the mainstream now.
Looking forward to Saturday afternoon, Hubble's Dragon. Is he almost the forgotten horse in the 3-year-old Magic Millions trophy? He's almost at 20 to 1.
Yeah, right. I didn't realise that. Yeah, he's certainly not forgotten in our eyes. He's done nothing wrong, and yeah, I think he'll go great.
Well done here, and good luck on the weekend.
Thank you.
There's Dan Morton after the win of Wonderfully Made. That was a stylish victory, Scotty, and you just have to love a filly like her, because now she's shown that she's tactically versatile as a 2-year-old in a Supremacy or a gym crack. She was unlucky from back in the field, showing a turn of foot. First up, she took a trail just in behind the speed, but she made her own luck here this afternoon. And in these in this series of the fillies heading towards an Oaks, it's not uncommon for races to be really lacking a likely leader. So to see her do it that way, that's a very positive sign moving forward.
Yeah, well, remember like a Lonsdale Lady of years gone by when she went to the Ascot 1,000 Guineas and she just split them open with 600 metres to go, and she was the only horse travelling out in front. It's certainly an option that's there for them if you get to the race on the race day and there's no obvious speed on paper. You got the confidence that you can just ride her in that manner. But today, look, on paper, she was always going to be way too good for her older opponents. She was effectively dropping back in grade from a 3-year-old midweeker into a Class 1. Those midweekers are handicapped 54. These are handicapped 50. So she was really well placed by Team Morton today. Willie Pike joins us now. Willie, she's put her spacing on them in the end. She was a lot better than them. Just how good is she?
Look, obviously, you can only beat what you go up against, but she beat them well. I like it in the fact that I think she'll sit and settle as well, and obviously show that she can bowl along in front and still be too good. So some versatility always helps when you've got ability.
Especially when you're going 14, 16, now on to the 18 and then onwards and upwards from there.
Exactly, and the stride on her, the length of it, the further they go, the better you'd imagine. And yeah, Morton knows how to train a big winner, so hopefully that's where we're heading.
It's daunting considering she trialled pretty much in a similar manner. When you watched the trials, you thought, gee, I want to be with her.
Yeah, exactly. She's putting the writing on the wall, and stamping the race like this goes a long way to boosting everyone's confidence. So now we just got to step up in grade and see if we can still match it again, but I'm sure she will.
Josh Brown's just walked in the mounting yard. You've got Flinders Lane coming up over the 22. Can you make it 5?
I think I can. I think she really enjoyed the 22 last time, or the step up in distance first time. Look, I had a pie run that day, but I think the distance was the key, and we got that distance here again today. So yeah, I'll need to have my thinking hat on early, but I think she can do it.
Good luck.
Thanks.
There's Willie Pike. He combines with Dan Morton and a Wonderfully Made to take out the first leg of the quaddie, the Drummond Golf Handicap.